Hi Elvis, hi Nina. Welcome to TRILUX, welcome at Light and Building. Glad to have you here. Thank you for joining this video shoot today. May I ask you for a first brief introduction about yourself, Elvis? You may start.
So my name is Elvis Rankin. I'm 16 years old and I'm a professional sim racer for Porsche Coanda Esports. And I'm from the US and I live in the United Kingdom.
Thank you very much.
So my name is Nina Braack and I'm manager esports at Porsche Motorsport and responsible for the Porsche Coanda Esports racing team, our first esports factory team ever.
Thank you. We are really glad and excited to have you here today. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us at Light and Building, and also welcome again to the TRILUX Partners family, because with the Porsche Coanda Esports team driving, we now extended our partnership, which is great. We will talk a little bit more in detail about esports, about sim racing. First of all, Elvis, question to you. You're now an esports driver in the Porsche Coanda Esports racing team. How did you actually get into sim racing?
So getting into sim racing, I started in real cars when I was 5, just through something through my grandfather, because he did it when he was growing up. And then I discovered sim racing when I was 7 as like a way to develop my skills when I was not at the track and just something from home. And I just took it as like a little bit of a hobby and just something for fun. And then around COVID, like 2020, it had a massive blow up. And I kind of started to see the future that maybe this has potential and maybe can do something with this. And from there, I just kind of started lining myself with opportunities and just took every step of the way I could, and yeah, now I'm here.
And how did you get in contact with Porsche?
I got in contact with them as I had met Nina through an event that we done in July in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. We met, we talked a little bit, and then kind of an opportunity came up to where I could join the program as their reserve driver for this year, and it was a really good offer, and I couldn't say no, to be honest, so I'm very happy.
So, looking at sim racing, how long and how often do you train each day?
It all varies, I would say, but generally like how often I would train or how often I would. If we have an event coming up, then I would say probably 4 or 5 hours a day. And then if it's more of an off time or just to stay sharp, then I would say maybe about 2 or 3 hours a day. But it all just depends on what we have coming up, what we have to do, and it's all very scenario based, but I'd say around like 4 or 5 hours a day is a good number.
Okay, and you're not the only one in the team, so let's have a brief look at how the Porsche team is set up. Of course, the Porsche Esports team. Nina, you're the team manager. How many drivers are part of the team, and how do you plan those days and training schedules and so on?
Yes, so we have 4 main drivers, which are like our esports factory drivers there. And then how Elvis mentioned already, we have also reserve drivers, and Elvis is one of them. We actually have two spots, but this year we're going with one reserve driver. And we have our esports hub in Gronau, Westfalen, so really close to the Netherlands border. This is where all of our drivers practice, live, and train together. And we also have a performance coach who is really training together with them, scheduling the week, looking at the different practice sessions, and also really deep diving into all those data, because data is a really important part for us. And then we have Leonie as our team manager, who's then really organizing everything else around it.
And Porsche has been very active in esports, or has become very active in the last couple of years. What do you find yourself so fascinating about esports?
What I really think is so great, like how much love is in detail, and you really have to deep dive and experience it on your own to finally understand what it's all about it actually. So they are so determined about what they want, and for like how hardworking they are, and to actually be part of that and to develop those drivers as athletes, and to kind of be together with them on their journey to become even more professional and the best sim racer ever is a really, really great job, and an honor to actually like guide those guys in their career. And with sim racing, it's really like how realistic it is. Like it is based on all data that we have also on our real cars. The track is 3D scanned, so every little crinkle that you would have on the real track is also in the simulation. So it is one-on-one actually how you would drive a real car just in the simulation. The different thing is that they only get feedback throughout the steering wheel. So it's also different kind. But the competition level is super high because they practice so much. So they have unlimited time to practice. So it's fascinating to see like how they really get the little piece out of their performance with practicing just so much. So it has different facets for sure.
How does the schedule look like for this year? What are the key milestones, Nina?
So we're starting the season probably around end of April. We're still waiting for the final race schedule and really looking forward to that. And then we will have every 2 weeks another online race, which we'll do at home in our esports hub, so online. And then we will work towards the big finale, which will take place in July or August roundabout, probably in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, which will be super exciting again with a big live event. So we will all travel there and then try to win the championship this year.
Great. Question to you, Elvis. Can you imagine becoming a professional racing driver one day and competing in real races?
Obviously, like that's definitely a thought that's crossed my mind for sure, and you never know what opportunities come up. But at the minute, my focus is with the guys at the Porsche Coanda Esports racing team and just trying to contribute my part. But you never know. So what you're gonna say, you never know.
So thank you very much for joining this interview. Thank you very much for the partnership. Thank you very much for being here with us today. And I would say we are looking forward to our joint partnership in 2024. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us. Looking forward as well.
Great. Thanks.
Thanks.